They say your monsters are always yourself. Maybe in this case, they're the part of me that I shared with my father. That primal fear is a fear of him, and uh, I've recreated that as a fear of monsters of a particular kind. And this is where we come to the minotaurs, the face of the bull, an axe that was ready to swing. It was the minotaur. It was my dad. It was me. Why precisely there's a minotaur out the back door? I don't know. Well, I do know. I think we all know. The labyrinth and the minotaur are very powerful symbols. They still resonate with us. The minotaur represents something bestial in our human essence. It's half man, but it's half bull, and it kills, it destroys. It's not kind, it's not friendly, it's not reasonable. It does what it's told, and what it's been told to do is kill intruders. So the minotaur is this almost robotic reflection of bestial man at his worst. The labyrinth is not meant to be something it's easy to get into. Labyrinth represents something that you find only with difficulty. You probably only find yourself looking in the labyrinth if you're kind of messed up to begin with, or you're on some kind of quest. And sometimes I wonder if people who are on quests, they're kind of messed up anyway. So you find yourself in the labyrinth, and you want to get to the heart of things, to the center of things, to the core of the question. And what do you find there? Something that kills you. And it was always coming very specifically from me. It was not a sort of random beast that could have come for anybody. It was coming for me. Could I have killed the Minotaur? I don't think so. I think more likely the Minotaur would have killed me. But I didn't let it in, because I couldn't let it in. Why would I want to let it in? I had a family. There already was enough Minotaur in the place, and that was me. I mean, I knew, as soon as I was afraid, I knew that it was the father, and I knew that it was myself, because the most dangerous thing to a child is historically its own father. Fathers commit lots of violence against children, and the danger for my kids was the same danger it was for me, the father. I was the bad guy. It doesn't feel good to be the bad guy. A little bit twisted to simultaneously be the Minotaur and the thing that protects from the Minotaur. I was the one who locked the door. I was the one who had to make sure that this thing did not get in. If it tried to get in, I would be the one who would have to do battle with it. And yet I was it. It's no surprise looking back that I was a very conflicted person. Maybe the myth and story of the Minotaur is one of coming to terms with the self, facing the destructive nature within. I don't want to kill the Minotaur. I don't want to do it. If I kill the Minotaur, I'm killing my father. And I don't want to kill my father. Let him die a natural death. I don't know, I wanted to live free and then die. Sort of like the New Hampshire state motto, but kind of messed up. Right? Live free, then die. I want to not have to kill it. I want to go to the center of the labyrinth. I want to see it. I want to meet it. I want to talk it down. I want to go back to August 15th, 1973, and talk it down and say, you don't have to do this. It's not necessary. Think of what you're breaking. Think of what you're destroying. And I know you like to destroy things, but maybe this is not the thing to destroy, this thing you've built yourself with your own hands. Maybe go pick something else. Not your family. Something else. So yeah, I'd like to go back to that day. I'd like to go back to that and tell the minotaur what I know now, that I've reached an age that it never got to. That's the dad part of my minotaur at the center of the labyrinth. What about the self? What about the me at the center of my labyrinth? What would I tell me? Oh, chill out, Wingate. Just chill out to start with. Everything's such a burden. Gotta let that burden down. I'm carrying the weight of my own anger, the weight of my dad's anger. Shit, I'm even trying to take on the weight of my son's anger. You know, they're young, they're strong, they can carry their own. Maybe I should concentrate on teaching them how to carry their anger instead of trying to take it on as a burden of my own.